Welcome back to another podcast video, guys. This is Pee with Pee Wee's Lawn Care. We have a few questions today, but first of all, how's everybody doing, man? If you're going to work, enjoying the drive, make sure you drive safely, man. Um, and if you hear any background noise, I actually have my dogs inside since it was cold. So yeah, man, let's talk about that, man. It's here in Houston, man. It was chaotic, or here in Texas. It was chaotic, man. The past week, there was a lot of people that had leaks, man. A lot of leaks since it got to freezing temperatures. So yeah, man, a lot of people had leaks. I helped a couple of my customers, but I couldn't. I only helped like two or three, cause I couldn't find any parts, man. I was going to like Home Depot, Lowe's, where else? Local hardware stores, man, and there were actually the waiting lines were like maybe like about an hour. So yeah, we did that this past weekend. But yeah, it was chaotic, man. No power. So what they were doing, actually, they were I'm not sure if they were like cycling the power. So let's say in the Houston Heights, right? Let's say they'll have the power for like maybe like couple of hours, 6-7 hours, and then they'll shut it down, and then turn the power on like Pasadena, and they were doing cycling. So yeah, man, but we try our best to stay warm, because it was really cold, man. It got up to like maybe like 12 or 19 degrees, and for Houston or for Texas, that's like it rarely gets that cold, man. So it was real chaotic. I know I think one of I think somebody passed away. I'm not sure if a kid passed away, since it was really cold, and a lot of, since we didn't have any energy. I know a lot of people, a lot of elderly people, since they have to use their oxygen tanks and they have to like recharge them. I know a lot of people were struggling with that too, man. But we survived. It's pretty outside. One other thing is gonna what I think is gonna push back our lawn care season for about maybe like 2-3 weeks, cause the grass is all dead. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's staying warm. Hopefully everybody's staying busy. I know I haven't been busy. Since the customers right now, they're not really worried about their lawns. They're mainly worrying about their plumbing. So yeah, man, I have a couple of customers that are still trying to get water. Why? Due to the fact that they have a lot of leaks, and the parts right now, like I said, is there's not a lot of parts anywhere, and if they are, they're shipping them over. So it's like the supply and demand. There's a lot of demand, but not a lot of supplies. So yeah, and then nothing like this ever happened here in Texas. We don't have no snow plowers. We don't have anything like that, so we had to stay at home because it was really, really slippery out there. So yeah, but yeah, guys, like I said, hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's staying busy. We've been trying to staying busy over here. Trying to get back to our daily routine, because it kind of did mess me up that week. I was sleeping really late since it was cold, and then I'm pretty sure everybody was like, man, I'm trying to see if the power comes back on. So our power went off maybe like around 3 o'clock in the morning, and then it came back the other day at 5 in the morning. So it came back at 5, and then it went down back around 4 p.m., and then it came back around maybe like 12. So it was, like I said, they were cycling the light, and I mean, I couldn't bring you any podcast content, but hopefully you like the little thing right here, and hopefully you like this right here too. I actually went yesterday to Walmart. I need to move this one a little bit this way. So I'm still trying to figure out this podcast thing. So excuse me, if you like this podcast, if you like me just coming out here and talking, here pretty soon we're gonna have some guest speakers. So if you're in the Houston area, And if you wanna come here in the podcast, I'm actually gonna rent a studio. So they actually it's not expensive. I think it's like $30 an hour, and they give you the footage and they give you the audio. So what I'm gonna be doing, scheduling up dates, scheduling up appointments for those who want to do a podcast, and just sit back, relax, talk with us, about your business, and yeah, kind of like that. Just bring more content to the channel. I know I've been staying. Like I said, I haven't been doing any lawns right now. I probably only did like one lawn last. Oh, what is this? February. This February. We had a couple of installs on January, but right now my slowest month has been February. But as a lawn care provider, you have to actually save up some money for times like this. During the peak time, during like the summer, make sure you save enough money to get you by the cold season, because we do tend to slow down here in the winter season. Even though we don't have a lot of like snow and all that here in Houston, but things like this could happen. So that did push us. I think it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna push us back maybe like 3 weeks, since February. That's whenever the weeds start popping up, and you get callbacks from your customers. Hey, come in and do my yard and clean this up. But since we had that freeze out, all the weeds they died. So yeah, guys, like I said, it pushed us back maybe like 3 weeks. But yeah, hopefully y'all staying busy. I'm just here trying to stay busy too, trying to stay back in my routine, man. That's how I feel like in times like this, whenever there's like a disaster or something, like you want that thing to go away, and sometimes it kind of messes you up. It kind of messes up your routine, and I think like that, but I believe that we have we're like natural, right? So of course, but I feel like sometimes we kind of get off track. We have that momentum, right? We're going, and then there's like a time where you just like, man, I'm tired. I'm just tired. So you take a couple of weeks off, maybe like a week or two off, right? And then you're trying to go back to like doing this, trying to go back to the routine, the good routine that you have, right? And you're just like, man, I'm just like too tired. So I feel like sometimes we actually do that, and I think that's that's actually not, in my opinion, it's actually bad to take some time off. Sometimes, if you take a month off, then that's a little bit too much. If you take a couple of days off, 2-3 days, and then get back to it, then do it. But I feel like if we take like 2-3 weeks off, man, it's you're gonna get back to it eventually, but it gets too how can I say it? It's just too hard to get back on the routine. Let's say you're going to the gym, you started going to the gym for like 4 to 5 months, and you're like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off. Then you take 2 weeks off, and then you try to go back to the gym. You're like, man, I'm tired. Your body's trying to get back onto the rhythm. So yeah, I think that's what's wrong with me sometimes too. I take a 2 weeks off, a week off, and then I'm just like, damn, it's hard to get back to it. But eventually I get back to it, but it's just like that, the initial push is like, damn, like sluggish, but that's what I think, guys. That's what I think. Hopefully everybody's doing good, staying busy, staying safe. There's been a lot of crashes here in Houston, man. I'm not sure if you're familiar with I know there's like car meets. So literally we just seen yesterday. Like, I feel like life sometimes could like your life could change in like a blink of an eye. So let me tell you this story from this guy. I don't know him personally, but it was all over Facebook yesterday. The guy actually I think he was speeding, right? So they were on a car meet. What was yesterday? Sunday, right? So they have here in Houston, they have like the slab Sundays, or Sunday night meets, or something like that. So they had a meet. So this guy was actually driving recklessly, so he was driving like 100 miles per hour, and he actually hit another car. He hit another car, and I feel like that is kind of like life could just change in a minute. So for him, he actually crashed the other car, and I think he injured one person. I think he's still in the hospital. I'm not sure, but he injured one person, and he killed the other two. Just by being just not by not being aware, just by doing things rapidly. That's what I think. He was just maybe like trying to show off to people, and his life just changed in a minute, man. I've seen him on Facebook. He has a daughter, and like sometimes just like things like that, just could change your life in a blink of an eye, man. So that's why you always want to be aware of the things that you do. You gotta know what's right and what's wrong. You gotta know the consequences if you know that you're gonna do something. If you're like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna drink and drive, or I'm gonna don't drink and drive. Like, make sure if you're gonna be drinking, or if you're gonna be partying out there, make sure you have a buddy that's not drinking, or you take Uber. Make sure you always have the solution to the problem. So like I said, I think that life could change in an instant for everybody. So that's why it's always good to be aware. It's always good to be be aware of things, and I think think twice. Some people are like, oh no, just do it, man, just do it. No, like what I think is like think twice. If you're like, well, if I do this right here, what the consequences could be. And sometimes, I mean, I get it. Sometimes we don't think, but if you have that time to think twice, make sure you do it, man, because life could change for you in the blink of an eye. That's what I think. Always back then when I was young, I used to be like that, too. I used to like racing and all that. But as you get older, like, man, what was I doing? Thank God I did not cause any accidents and nothing like that. I'm not sure how old the guy is, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, think twice and then do it. It's like at work, or it's like at let's say you're weed eating, right? So this is a lawn care channel, but I like to talk, my mind and stuff here in the podcast. So it's like, let's say you're weed eating around a pipe, right? And you're like, hey, well, I don't want to, you got to be like, oh, if I weed eat around the pipe, what's the consequences? Of course, you could break the pipe, or you cannot break the pipe. So there's a 50% chance you can break it, and there's a 50% chance you can't. So I always take the route, in my, the way that I think now is like, I'm not going to weed eat over the pipe. Around the pipe, I'm just gonna take it off, the weeds by my hand, because I know that could happen. So always be aware of things. Always, like I said, always make sure you think twice. That's what I think. So, like I said, the guy now, he's in, I believe he got transferred to Harris County Jail, and he's charged with manslaughter. He's charged with I forgot what else. But yeah, guys, I feel bad for the guy, man. He looked like a cool guy, and he had a daughter too. So it reminds you, it just like you put yourself in his situation. You're like, damn, like I just lost my family. I just lost my I lost everything just doing something without thinking. He was probably like, whoa, I'm just gonna drive real fast and so I could show off, and then bam, he hit the car. So it changed his life. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get to the Q&As. And like I said, cheers, man. If you like these videos, go ahead and share them. Make sure you like them. And yeah, guys, hopefully you like these videos. I'm gonna be bringing you more podcast content, and we're gonna have a lot of co-hosts or guest speakers in our new podcast videos. So yeah, cheers. I'm drinking actually a clear American strawberry sparkling water. So if anybody of y'all want to check them out. So we have a couple of questions right here from our subscribers. Mr. Jesus Mata asked, he got some good questions right here. I'm gonna read them to you, and I'll just try to answer them the best of my ability. Okay. So, hello, Pee Wee. He says, I have a few questions. Easy way to calculate mulch installation. I'm not sure what's the correct way to calculate mulch installations, bro. But like I said, what I do is, let's say my truck, right? It could hold 2 yards of mulch, right, in the back of my truck. So I charge $125 a yard delivered and installed, right? So I charge 250 of my truckload, So that's how kind of how I do it. But like I said, as far as like calculations, man, you just have to look at it, man, because there's different beds, man. There's different thickness. A lot of people do. But what I recommend you to do, man, if you have a truck, just get a truckload, and if it's just try to make your try to make the double. So if you get your yard of mulch for like, I don't know, like $75 or something, try to get the double. So that's kind of how I do it. But like I said, I don't know if there's like actually a formula for that. But how I do it is just charge them for the truckload, and my truck holds 2 yards of mulch, so I charge them $250. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Are you looking to? He also asked, are you looking to make your business into a year-round or seasonal lawn care business? I actually try to do it as a all year round business, man. I don't want to get it right now. Like, I don't want to tell my customers for contracts. But I don't know, later on, man, I'll probably do, because just to get more business, and to get more money flowing, right? Okay, so he has, when you spray a lawn, how often do you do it? Do you do it every time you're on the property, or once a month? Because good weed killer spray can be pricey. Actually, buy them by the 5 gallons. So there's a guy here in Houston that he sells them. He sells a Roundup for I think it's like $75 for the 5-gallon bucket. So I bought him a 5-gallon bucket, and I just do like maybe like a cup full, and then put it in my sprayer, and I do it every time I go to the property, man. So yeah, that's how I do it. Have you found your go-to clients? Are you not picky about your clients yet? I have my go-to clients, man, and then as far as picky about my clients, it all depends, man. Like, if I see somebody that they're not consistent, like, hey, like, we text them and I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna go mow your lawn, and he's like, hey, well, I'm not home, or hey, can you come next week? And then I'll let it slide maybe for like a month or two, and then if they keep doing that, then I'll go ahead and be like, hey, you know what, I'm not able to do your lawn. Because sometimes you get customers that are like, hey, you know what, come next week, or come in 3 weeks, and then the grass is all overgrown, and they want you to charge them the same. So yeah, man, you gotta look out for that. He also asked, Pee Wee, can you make an example walkthrough of how you will quote a customer for lawn service on an actual property? What will you consider, and what you offer services time frame that you shoot for only be at a customer's property? I'm not sure if you want me to do that as a video, but if you want me to do that as a video, man, I'll go ahead and keep that in mind and put it in my notes. But like I said, I think he wanted me to make it into a video, so yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, buddy. New Gen Lawn Maintenance, shout out to you. This is a new question, a new subscriber, I believe. He says, can you explain your target methods when posting Facebook ads to get more leads? What audience do you choose, and what works best with Facebook ads? I just basically sometimes I put like $20, man, and I just basically I just put in there for them to find the audience. So like I'll put like lawn care, and they'll be like from like 18 to like 60 or something like that, and I just go ahead and click it, and basically just do that, man. Whatever Facebook thinks your audience wants to look, because they know them. If you put lawn audience, and then I'm pretty sure it'll pop up there. So I think that's how I did it last time. I haven't done Facebook ads in a while, man, but that's how I do it. Or I just like click in my map, and then just be like, a 60 to 30 mile radius around my map, and then just click that. That's basically how I do it. Methodical cuts. Shout out to you, buddy. He has a question. He's like, hey, Pee Wee, do you work really hard during the summertime and then take it easiest during the wintertime to spend more time with the family? How do you make it work? Yeah, man, I actually do that. Right now, I'm just resting. I'm just taking, some time off to spend with my family. But, come whenever the peak time comes, man, it's hustle, 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 hustle every day, every day, every day. And then by November, it starts slowing down, and then December it starts slowing out a little bit. January is a little bit slow. February is slowest, and then boom again. So from like November to February, they're like my slowest months. I still have some type of work, and I still have time to spend with my family. But on the peak time, it's go go go. So yeah. So Mr. Preston, he asked, what was your first car? It was an EG hatch, man. A 1993 EG hatch. That was my first car. And then Jesus Mata asked, should paying taxes scare when lawn care business owners are just starting off? Nah, man. As long as you're doing everything good, as long as you're doing your taxes, you'll be good, man. Do your quarterlies and annualies. Yeah, it's nothing to be scared of, man. It's part of the business and it's part of the process. So yeah, guys, hopefully you like these videos. If you like these videos, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe so I could keep making them. Make sure you leave it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.